Welcome everyone. The holidays are upon us, and today we're going to do walking around more in the middle area of Manhattan, which is my favorite place to hang out during the holidays. We are in Hudson Yards, starting over here and walking our way over to Herald Square. The decorations are magnificent here at Hudson Yards. Beautifully golden lit, huge hot air balloon right over here. So it's a very, very beautiful, beautiful time of year here at Hudson Yards. Let me know where you're watching from. I'm Ariel, this is Urbanist, and let's go. Hello, Judith, nice to see you here. Welcome. Someone left an umbrella. We love New York. Someone left an umbrella that says we love New York right here. Perfectly placed, and I did not even realize as I stood over here. So right outside is the vessel. Hey, hello George, hello Liv, hello Joanne, hello Kay, hello Sally, hello Helen, hello Jeannie, hello Ida, hello Maliki, hello Matt. Everyone, I apologize for being late. All right, let me show you a little bit more. Hello, Emily, Fang, ABX girl, Joe, howdy, George. Right here is the entrance to the Edge at Hudson Yards. Highly recommend going there. I wanted to show you a Shake Shack burger, but the line was very long when I attempt to do it. So I decided to get out so I wouldn't delay the broadcast any further. But Shake Shack has a black truffle burger, which I'm very curious about. Maybe I'll try it out in the near future. Actually, very, very soon. Stay tuned for that. Did we see the hot air balloon last year, says Jude? We did, yeah. A lot of the decorations are very similar to last year. Ooh, a Magnolia Bakery is opening up right there. Hey Evelyn, greetings from Puerto Rico, bienvenidos. Gracias por viendo esta emisión. Let's continue walking through here. Let me show you what this area is all about. We're just casually walking through, taking our sweet, sweet time, enjoying the sights, enjoying the views. Doreen says so pretty. It is. It's immensely pretty. Hey Hasu, nice to see you here. Welcome, Doreen, Václav. Hello, Václav. There's a beautiful piano over here. It says the piano is antique. It's a rare 1932 Chippendale Steinway grand piano donated by the Nelson family of Englewood, New Jersey. Robert says, rain is expected in the evening. Indeed it is. Mince pie and coffee, says Susie. Ooh, that sounds good about now. Hey, Kelly, thank you for doing this. My pleasure. The floor looks slippery enough to do a moonwalk. It is. Actually, it's quite a dangerous floor. They are indeed marble floors. And once it starts raining or snowing, these become a hazard. A falling hazard, so do watch out. Do watch your step. Hey Darren, nice to see you here. Give us a tinkle on the piano. It says do not touch the antique piano, unfortunately. Otherwise I would touch it if I could. Hey Mirtha from New Jersey, welcome. All the way from New Jersey. I know it's a very, very long way away. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hey Wendy, Lauren, welcome. Hey Sally, nice to see you here. So let's go downstairs and let's make our way over to Herald Square and see the sights at the Macy's display. First we have to go down through here. Robert says, yes, take it very slowly, walk in his marble floors. Luckily, it's not a wet day yet. But indeed, take your sweet, sweet time. Hey, Jose. Nader and I would like to say a special thank you, says Mater. Oh, thank you so much. What calls for the special thank you, Mater and Nader? Why no boots today since it's gonna rain? I am wearing boots. Converse boots. See? Grip. Waterproof boots. Gary says, what's in your shopping bag? Is a gift for all of us. A gift for all 1,000 plus people who tune in usually to these broadcasts. Hey Lorraine, thank you so much for the 60 stars. Hey Zap, what's up? I'm doing well, Zap. Here's more of the views, look at that. Thanks says all those were, I thought those were Converses. They are just Converse boots. I love Converses. I just go crazy for every version of a Converse that I see. Look at that, wow. Hey, Bear in the Garden. Nice to see you here from UK. Welcome. So there's restrooms all around the floors, which is great. Lots of public restrooms. Here's Blue Bottle. Highly recommend the coffee. Featured it just a few days ago. I'm going to start fixing breakfast, says George. Oh, I'm glad. Ooh, Louis Vuitton is going to open up here. Or should I say Louis Vuitton? Vuitton. Opening up in January 2022. And Sendai over here. And we got Rolex. Kelly says, loving these strolls. I'm so glad. And we have Dior right over here. Dior. Great, great brand. Wendy says, please don't forget my Christmas present. Kelly left 1,000 stars. Oh, thank you so much, Kelly. Kelly, that's so kind of you. Thank you so much for 1,000 stars. Facebook is doubling stars this month, only until December 31st. So thank you so much for basically giving 2,000 stars. I really appreciate you. Thank you. I can't wait for the new year where temperatures are expected to be above average. Apologies for anyone expecting significant snowfall. Yeah, it has been a warm, warm Christmas. Bella says, love the mispronunciation. What are you talking about? It's always been Dior. And car tire. Car tire. Right over here, car tire. I like car tire. Is that game show music playing? It is indeed game show music played, yeah. I think it was from a famous 60s game show. If anyone can remind me. Hey, Dutch Malls, nice to see you here.
Oh, look at Justin King.
I'm not sure why Spider-Man hasn't come to Hudson Yards. Going around. Here's Van Cleef and Arpels right here. Sounds like dating game music. I think it was, yeah. I'm not sure why they were playing that song. Not Hudson Yards is getting more and more full. A lot more tourists are getting wind of it, but it's not getting that packed yet, especially in the shopping area. Susie says, buy us all a Rolex. I heard that you can't really buy Rolexes at the Rolex store. I saw a few videos about Rolexes. I was just curious, and a lot of comments, people were saying you can't just buy a Rolex at the Rolex store. I'm not sure why. I don't know anything about watches. I'm a watch noob. So if anyone knows why, do let us know. Hey, Christine said 500 stars. Oh, Christine, thank you so much for 500 stars. Hey, Gwen. Welcome, 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 Gwen. Nice to see you here. I don't know why they close these doors. It's so annoying. You want you to use the revolving doors, but people suck using revolving doors nowadays. Here is the great vessel. So there is now a driveway here. This is new. Hermes says there has been a Rolex shortage in the pandemic. So many US stores have waiting lists. Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, there's a Wells Fargo activation. It's the name of when a brand does something special like this. No one's in Siam. That is kind of shocking. Hey, Susu, great to see you live. Thank you so much for the Christmas card. I have a Christmas card wall and your card has a prominent spot on it. Oh, I'm so honored, Susu. I'm so glad it arrived so quickly. You know, because I sent it so far away. I'm so glad it arrived quickly. That's awesome. Susu is a mega urbanist and she received a handwritten, hand-picked postcard. Not postcard, a Christmas card for this month of the year, sent directly to her, along with the other mega urbanists. Hand-picked, handwritten. Not ham-fisted, because that would just be a little bit too aggressive. From this view, the vessel looks like a shiny pine cone. Yeah. It does look like a shiny pine cone. Did they open it up? There's people there in the base. I don't see anyone walking up. There's like a restaurant here now called Jibs. Let's check out Jibs. Is that the vessel that people kept jumping off? Yeah, it is. It seems to be open at the base, so you can see the inside, but it's not open up, so you can't walk up. Ambrose says you can just walk through it. Yeah, that appears to be the case. Hey, Johnny says if you really want a Rolex, just go to the South Street and see the guy at the corner, and he sells it for 20 bucks. I'm not sure if they're real, but I do know that in the Diamond District they also sell Rolexes. I gotta put on my jacket, so bear with me. I gotta zip up because it is very, very cold here in New York City. back. Hey, Virgil, nice to see you here. Welcome, Virgil. It's chilly, you mean? It is, yeah. If the weather permits, will you be going to Diker Heights tonight? No, I won't be going to Diker Heights tonight, but I'll be showing it at some point this week. Stay tuned. What is this place? Very odd decoration for Hudson Yards. They made it more like sea themed. So it is a seafood restaurant, but they do have a egg sandwich, $15 egg sandwich. Oh my! They have a lobster grilled cheese. They have a cheeseburger, lobster rolls. That means rolls, plural. That means they're gonna be tiny, ladies and gentlemen. So do watch out. We have some black bass, fish and chips, and then we have Old Bay chicken, coconut chicken fingers. Oh, interesting. Some sides. Bacon is $8. Mac and cheese, and some cocktails. Right here. There we go. Quite a mixture on the menu, says Joanne. Yeah, quite a mixture. Wendy, are we eating? I want to feature Shake Shack soon, so stay tuned. I want to feature Shake Shack, and it's a truffle burger. See if it's any good. Are they real trees? Yep, these are real trees here at Hudson Yards. All these trees, 100% real. Grown in real dirt. Made with real wood, 100% organic, artisanal trees. How are they growing them? They actually have a layer of earth and dirt between where we're standing right now and the train yards right below our feet. It's many, many layers, and they actually managed to grow trees. So, goes to show there's a lot of ingenuity that goes into making this area. Hey, Miss Cantel has sent over 10 Canadians across the border. Thank you so much for sending over 10 Canadians. I appreciate you. Miss Cartel, you're so Cantel, you are so kind. I'm glad you're enjoying the show. Thank you so much. Hello, Susan. Sfield says they're self-made trees. $8 for bacon. Ariel, be cheaper to make at home. Indeed it is, Rosemary. Watch my video that's posted on Facebook and on TikTok. I cover an Italian restaurant, had cacio e pepe, which is basically spaghetti with pecorino cheese and black pepper. And I was charged $25 for that dish, which I can make at home for $4 maybe. What's the name of the brown building? Chris, the name right now is The Vessel. Subject to change because they want to sell the naming rights, but no one has bought the naming rights, so it's The Vessel. It's not yet the Amazon Honeycomb or the Lululemon Shawarma or the Facebook Funnel. No, hasn't been loaned out yet. Ron says $25 you get dinner and a movie first. Nope. All right, let's go through somewhere special. Let's go through here. Fang says it's more like the Death Vessel. Well, yeah, this is very sad. Rosemary says shocking. Ariel paid $26 for pasta. You know, some of the most expensive meals in Italy were a fraction of the price of what I paid yesterday for a meal, for a real authentic Italian meal. Susan says, Christmas card came today. Ooh, Susan also got a Christmas card. Susan, thank you so much for being a mega urbanist. If anyone wants postcards every single month, as long as you're a mega urbanist, feel free to go to patreon.com/urbanist and choose the $20 or above option. Also on YouTube, it's available. Press that join button and choose the mega urbanist option, so which is $20 or above. And you'll get a postcard from anywhere around in the world. Right now I'm in New York, so I send Christmas cards for the season. And wherever I am in the future, you'll get postcards from there. So far, people have gotten from Italy and Greece. And various cities in Italy, because I was there a little bit more than a month. Oh, and Ireland, yes. People also got postcards from Ireland. Helen says I could get 4 nice steaks for $25. Yeah, Ireland things are indeed cheaper, yeah. I hear music coming from the shed. There's nothing here. Let's get closer. Yep, there's music emanating from the shed. I guess there's an exhibition here. Yep. Exhibition here through December 19th called Drift Fragile Future. Soundtrack by Anohini. An immersive exhibition of kinetic installations and sculptures. Wow. I love the music. It sounds kind of eerie in a good way. The aliens are rehearsing for their New Year's Eve. It sounds like it. Fang, you're inside. Oh, cool, Fang. Glad you're inside enjoying the emanations of this music, of the immersive kinetic art experience. Oh, what is this over here? $25 is an overnight stay at Airbnb at a posh neighborhood here, says Ronald. Wow, really? Is it that inexpensive in Philippines, in Manila? Yeah, New York can get very expensive. As I mentioned, New York is a very interesting city because you can eat very cheaply, but you can also eat very expensive. So there's a huge range. The only other city I've ever experienced that was London. Most other cities, pretty much the same prices almost everywhere. This is an interesting speaker setup. Who wants to hack into the mainframe? Let me know. Wendy says, "What's in the bag?" Yeah. What's in the bag? Tell us. Speakers. Wow. Art. I like art. Speakers in a glass box. Yeah. Very artsy. I can feel inspired just looking at a box with speakers. So in the bag, I end up getting myself a overcoat. So in New York City, sometimes you're going to, or any given city, you're going to an event which requires you to wear some type of suit or some type of more formal clothing, and you can't really wear a jacket like this. It kind of looks out of place, or something too outlandish. It has to be a little bit more roomier than the other one I have, so I end up getting an overcoat. You'll see me wear it at some point, but it is an overcoat. Double-breasted which is my style. I love double-breasted coats. People don't know. I'll show you later what double-breasted means. So yeah, it's called an overcoat. It's very simplistic. It's meant to allow wearing a formal clothing underneath. And yeah, it is a beautiful color, and it is double-breasted, so it kind of looks very fancy and old school style as well. Like old school, I mean like 1700s, which is really up my alley. I love this comment. Esfield says, most of us are double-breasted. Yes, indeed, 50% of the world are double-breasted. Indeed. well, almost everyone's double-breasted. But for jackets, most of them are single-breasted. Actually, everyone,
No, they were like on the outside of the little.
change of plans. Do you want to go on the High Line instead? It's kind of a beautiful frigid day for the High Line. And I can show you Herald Square this upcoming week. I'll announce a schedule. I might be doing a cool collaboration with a really, really interesting hotel that you would have not thought of seeing in on Urbanist. But a lot of people have been asking me about this specific hotel in the middle of New York City. So that might happen, and I might be able to show you Herald Square at night. But let me know if you want to do a change of plans and go to the High Line, because it's kind of just a nice day. It just feels like a good day for the High Line. Let me know. What borough is Dyker Heights in? Brooklyn. I'll be showing it to you at some point. Stay tuned. I will be announcing it as well. Joanne says, which one? Oh, stay tuned. Can't reveal all my secrets. Stay tuned. Spotman says, where are you going to eat? I will be featuring Shake Shack at some point. And if I collaborate with this hotel, I'll be featuring their restaurant/bar. But yes, Shake Shack broadcast will happen. Actually, I'm starting to get very hungry, so stay tuned. Today, I will be doing a Shake Shack broadcast around 4 p.m., 3:30 p.m. Stick to 3:30 p.m. Stay tuned for Urbanist broadcast of Shake Shack's truffle burger. And here we have a message drone. Drone art, ladies and gentlemen. If you ever wanted to make art, just take a drone and just put it up. There you go, you're done. Did you mention the hotel with the saucy sights? Audrey, we are pretty far away from that hotel. Audrey's referring to an amazing hotel that's further down that I actually would love to cover, but no, it's not that one that I may cover. That one is called the Standard. And it's pretty far away. Someone says that I do early Christmas shopping. I did it. Indeed I did. Indeed I did. What's your favorite pizza spot in New York City? I have many, but my favorite is Pizza Collective. That is a personal favorite. It is not New York style. And bear with me, I gotta put on my gloves because it is very, very cold. And my hands are sticking out all the time. But favorite pizzas, there's a lot. My personal favorite is Pizza Collective. Highly recommend it. That is Roman style pizza. But for New York style, I would recommend going to Juliana's underneath the Brooklyn Bridge. If it's too packed, a great alternative, it's not going to be as fancy, is called Ignacio's, also at Dumbo. But if you go to the other side of Brooklyn Heights, one of the best pizzas I've ever tried in my life is Table 87. And I can't fathom why Table 87 isn't popular. I did an awesome Facebook Live video there like 2 years ago. And they were featured in Shark Tank. So they were famous for being on TV. But it's not super popular. And it kind of boggles my mind. The pizza there is so good. Try Table 87. Yes, they do sell frozen pizza in supermarkets. But rest assured that their restaurants in Brooklyn are not frozen. And oh my God, they're amazing. Try the margarita slice. So they're doing work over here at what was one of the post office stations. There is talks right here. Who has the best Sicilian slice? For the best Sicilian slice, you would have to go to LMB in southern Brooklyn. Dutch Miles might be tuning in. He might be agreeing with me. And there they have the upside down slice, which is basically a very cool version of the Sicilian. So right over here, we have the High Line. This is the spur area of the High Line. And there's talks to expand the High Line through here, through right over here, do a modern expansion. And Penn Station is just right down there, across from this block of buildings. You see that building? Penn Station is right after that building. So they kind of want to loop around down through 9th Avenue and connect into the new Penn Station or Moynihan train hall. I think that would be the coolest thing ever. It would be super awesome. Let me know what you think. Should this connect with Penn Station? Like the actual High Line Park? I think it would just be so awesome. Susie says, we had pizza for dinner. I'm still hungry. I feel you. Where's Table 87? It's located in Brooklyn Heights, Atlantic Avenue. It's like 87 Atlantic Avenue is the address, because that's the original one. It opened up many, many years ago, slightly before they ever were on Shark Tank. And they have 2 other locations, in Gowanus and I think one in Industry City. So Table 87. How about connecting it to Port Authority? Oh, no. Wrong. We don't talk about Port Authority here. Maureen has sent 1,000 stars. Oh my God, Maureen. Thank you for the 1,000 stars. Everyone, Facebook is doubling stars this month. That means Maureen, in essence, sent 2,000 stars. Extra O's on 1,000 stars. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That is almost $20 I end up receiving. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So thank you for contributing to the show so I can show you beautiful art like a massive drone. Keep that in mind, fellow artists. Don't need to think too much. Just get whatever you like. Make sure it has some political connotation to it and just slap it on. Slap it on in the middle of a public square and you're done. Maybe a stack of $100 bills and put like a little gold coin right next to it. Boom, art. Or if you want to make a commentary on economic inequality, right next to one of the tallest buildings in New York, build a tiny little building. Tiny little building. Just make it like a Lego building. Put it there in the middle of the street. Boom, art. What's it? That's yeah, please no political commentary in the comments. Only via art in the middle of the street. I am not getting a PO box in the near future because I still intend on traveling, but feel free to send anything via the Amazon wish list. So if anyone wants to send things to the Amazon wish list, go to the link and you can actually add anything you want to. You can send me anything literally from Amazon via the wish list. I'll end up receiving it. So go to the Amazon wish list, put exclamation point wish list. If someone could put the link right now, I'll be so appreciative. And there you can send me anything. George has been so kind of him to send me many books about European cities, which I'll be using at some point. And many other people, Mater, Nader, Wendy, Kay, huge list. Stephanie, huge list of people have sent me books these past year since I started the wish list last year. Thank you so much. And gear and other things people have sent me. So right here, pro tip, there is a public bathroom right here. It always tends to be empty and very clean. So pro tip. Let's go down the High Line. Spot says, I like your scarf. Oh, thank you so much, Spot. I also got sent a scarf by the lovely Susie and Gary from Scotland. They sent me a tartan scarf, green colored, that is originating from my long lost Scottish ancestors, the clansmen, that I have no relation to, actually, because I probably have no Scottish in me. But I will prefer to believe that I have some long, distant Scottish clansmen ancestors. And yeah, I wore that scarf a few times and they send it through the Amazon wish list. So thank you so much, Susie and Gary. Henry says, I like your drip. I have not made drip coffee. What are you referring to? Oh, you're talking about fashion. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, there's a birthday. And the clan is right in the back. Robert says, all I see on your wish list is a drone and a scooter. Yeah, I gotta change. I've not updated my wish list. I will update my wish list later tonight. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I only have 2 items on there. People have basically given me tons of books, which I'm so grateful for. But you can add anything you want to the wish list. So if you think there's a book that I would need to read, then feel free to send it over. Joel says there's a new C variant out there. Stay safe. The C. I will stay safe from the variants out there. Many different variants out there in the world. Just like they said in West Side Story. Stay cool, boy. But not too cool to freeze and get a common cold. Don't do that. Robert sent 50 stars. Thank you so much. I got a Rolex on my wish list, says Susie. Oh no. Arlene says, where are you located? This is the High Line. We are having a change of plans. Herald Square will be shown this week at night. Stay tuned. Wendy says, Maria. Why do you want me to say the word Maria? April says, we're all subjected to the variant of the month club. Yes, indeed. Wonderful High Line. You can see the rail tracks. Yeah, you can. Yeah, right over here. These are the original rail tracks. Don't touch this. This is electrified. No, I'm joking. It's not electrified. I'm joking around. But these are the real rail tracks. When will you review the new Matrix? Matrix, unfortunately, has no relation to Urbanist. But if people really enjoy these movie reviews, I might be tempted to do non-Urbanist related movie reviews on my personal channel, Ariel Vieira YouTube. Let me know if you're interested. On Urbanist, I'll only review movies that are related to directly related to cities, travel, or history, especially if I'm located in the city at the moment. or shows that I watch because it's related to travel. Zap says, yes, Ariel, do movie reviews. Oh my god. Hey, Jadwiga, nice to see you here. Are there any new movies you'd like to see in the theater? Asked Adam. Oh, that's a great question. For me personally, Matrix Resurrections. I'll wait for Don't Look Up, but I'll see it on Netflix. And I would like to see Spider-Man No Way Home once again. Virgil says no spoilers, don't worry, no spoilers. No spoilers, everyone, in the comments. When did they change from the subway railway to a pedestrian bridge? This was never subway. Subway's rapid transit, and it's mostly underground here in Manhattan. Nor was this ever rapid transit, called the L, the elevated. This was a freight train only, which has serviced the industrial sector of this west side of Manhattan, right over here. Mary sent 500 stars. Thank you so much, Mary, for 500 stars. All right, so we have more art right here. Adam says the new Spider-Man came out, also West Side Story. Yep, those are exactly the two videos I did. Victoria says, Ariel, your walks are always intriguing, interesting, informative, and substantial. Ooh, I like that. Thank you so much. That's very kind of you to say.
They created this elevated concourse system at the World Trade Center.
Steve Gold lives here. Who is Steve Gold, Audrey? Do let us know. It's a beautiful apartment building built by one of the most famous architects of our modern era, Zaha Hadid. She unfortunately passed away about 6 years ago. And this was her only building in New York. I think they were going to potentially build another one she planned for, but I'm not sure if that one has been built yet. Doreen says, it's the guy from $1 Million Listing. Oh, thank you. Nice curves. Yeah, oh yeah, Robert. The curves on this building. Great curves. There's some rooftop art right over here. Are you walking to the end? I'll be showing you up to 23rd Street. When is your next movie you're going to direct? I don't know yet. Stay tuned. I have a documentary out on an exhibition called Rise New York. Check it out. It's in preview mode, so I'm not entirely sure if the full exhibition is really viewable, but I'll open up very shortly. Once it's official, I'll let everyone know. riseny.co. How much do you think an apartment would be here? Probably 2 or 3 million. No, anywhere between 3 to 9 million.
Are you serious? Every fucking day. You took me, yo, literally, yesterday, bro. Yesterday, I said, I ain't gonna go.
I don't think these apartments are affordable. No, they're not. Maybe some of the older buildings are a little bit more affordable, but a lot of these buildings are probably going to be sold and reconverted into condos themselves, like this one right over here. I bet this one, they're trying to evict all the residents and about to redevelop it. I bet that's going to happen. Though I would not like that to happen. That kind of sucks. Everyone should be given fair share. But look at these ones. These are gorgeous, actually. Wow. I like the style of this one. Kind of looks like a dentist's office, but in a nice way. Kind of looks like law office chic. I like the balconies.
I don't understand. It's still a rail,
Hey, Joanne says, I forgot to say congrats on your documentary. Oh, thank you so much, Joanne. Do people who live in the High Line are okay with pedestrians? You will have to be. I mean, there's no other way looking around it. The High Line does close at night, so you won't have people leering into your bedroom as you're sleeping at night, unless if they're an employee of the High Line and they do that kind of thing.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
But the $1 million residents order from McDonald's or Shake Shack. There's actually a lot of food options here nowadays, especially in Hudson Yards. Please don't peek. No, we don't leer here. This kind of looks like snow. Interesting leaves. Wow. The landscaping here is so ingenious that they planned it from the very beginning to be perennial, meaning that many of these flowers the flowers especially, which we're going to see throughout the entire year, or the trees end up leaving leaves that end up looking very pretty and very unique. There's more bounce to the gimbal today. Are you feeling extra chipper? says Bodhi. No, I'm not. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why there's more bounce to the gimbal. Right here is the coolest thing. So there used to be a billboard right over here. It was a very badly placed billboard because the street goes this way. And thus, they really were never making money from it. And the High Line decided to keep the billboard-esque design, but make the people who are sitting down the billboard, in essence. Net says the ultimate lap of luxury is having an apartment right next to thousands of pedestrians passing by every day. Indeed it is. Well, you can live super high up in the ultra luxurious high-rises of the Hudson Yards, but yeah, you can have an apartment right next to all the people passing. Susie says you should have a flask of coffee with you. I like my coffee fresh, so I would never drink coffee from a thermos. I like my fresh coffee. Luckily, I do videos mostly in cities, so there's coffee literally everywhere. William, when did they build the High Line? The High Line was constructed in the 1920s, early 1930s. No, it was constructed in the 1920s and was decommissioned just very shortly thereafter. By the 1930s, it started being decommissioned. Actually, no. Sorry, I'm getting my dates mixed up. It's about early 1930s, the High Line was built. It kept running for a few decades, but by the 1960s or so, it was pretty much fully decommissioned, laid abandoned for many decades after that. There was only one train line that would pass by ever so often. The last shipment, I think, was in the 1980s, carrying turkeys for Thanksgiving, frozen turkeys. Zap says, I saw the documentary on PBS, very fascinating. Of the High Line? Yeah, the High Line there was a great PBS documentary about the making of the High Line. And then the High Line was built up as a park, I think around 2011, give or take. Lillian, what's my favorite area of New York? It would be Tribeca right now. It's just so gorgeous. But right next door, I really like Tribeca, Soho, and Nolita. Are kind of all my favorite areas. John is a fan of New York walkers. Thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate you, John. Zap, thank you so much for letting us know the exact date. Yeah, 1984 was the very last freight train to pass through here. It was carrying a bunch of frozen turkeys for Thanksgiving. Susie says a hip flask with your favorite cocktail in it. Ooh, that would be nice. Some Negroni flask. Oh yeah. Doreen says downtown, dude. Indeed, we're heading downtown. We're going downtown direction. Indeed, we are. Ooh. It's more like a mall parking garage. I like it. You're welcome, William. How much is it to go on the High Line? The only thing it costs is your soul. No, I'm joking. No, you don't need to give your soul to the High Line. It's free, luckily. Yeah, you don't need to pay for it. All right, so who wants this apartment right here? Breathtaking views of the constant parade of pedestrians.
Hello? Hi.
Rosemary says, what's your favorite dinner for Christmas? I like Puerto Rican Christmas, which is roast pork, pernil, mofongo, which is fried plantains, smashed fried plantains, and ooh, I like a good macaroni and cheese. It is not Puerto Rican at all, but ooh, macaroni and cheese is just the best. A few good people are walking today. Yeah, there's more and more tourists here, but that may all change. Soon again, New York City might become a wasteland due to lockdowns. Hey Joe, nice to see you here. The balconies, I think it's time for coffee to warm you up, says Susie. Oh, I'm gonna have a good Shake Shack. I'll feature a Shake Shack. Stay tuned, everyone. After this broadcast, give me about 30 minutes, about 40 minutes, and I'll be showing you Shake Shack.
Because I want to have you.
David says it is interesting psychologically for people to buy an apartment with windows. Group. I went up early before all the new mega rich buildings. Yeah. Field says the grass is giving me I Am Legend vibes. Yeah, well, yeah. The landscaper, Pete Olaf, I think is his name. I might be mispronouncing his last name. He's a very talented landscape designer from Denmark. And he was inspired directly by the natural flora of New York. So he tried to pay homage to how New York already looks like with its original flora. Of course, we don't see that flora too often because most of the island of Manhattan is completely built. But if a massive disaster were to ensue and no one would be to live in the city, the entire New York is laid in ruin and desolation, and all the plants and leaves and flowers start growing through, consuming the buildings one by one, Mother Earth reclaiming what was once hers once again. Then it will look similar to the High Line. Kay says, I hope my flight's not canceled. Yeah, I really hope not either. I mean, I'm a bit afraid of harsh actions being taken again in terms of airplanes shutting down and shows and attractions shutting down. I'm a bit nervous that that's going to happen. I'm a bit nervous that Europe will shut down more strictly than the U.S., making being very inconvenient for me because I really want to go to Europe. I want to show you more of Europe. So I'm a bit nervous that's going to happen. I hope it doesn't. I really do hope it doesn't. But it does feel very similar to March 2020 in terms of the atmosphere of what's happening. So yeah, let's hope not. Is it okay to not wear a mask in public? Yeah. Here in the U.S., there's no enforcement with outdoors. It's only indoors. And the mandates are always changing. So do check up what the mandates are. But outdoors, you're okay. Love your videos. How can you ever live in New York City? Says Terrell. I've already done a lot of videos in New York. I've always liked traveling. And I love seeing new cities. New York is filled with so many things happening. But from my point of view, as someone who's been here a lot, variety is the spice of life. And I know that's a little bit hard to see for someone who's never been to New York. But if you've never been to a place, you might think to yourself, oh, I'm going to be there forever. But wait until you live there, and then you'll see, well, some people might, but not everyone's going to have that feeling for the rest of their life. That's what he says. Netherlands was shut down. Oh no. That sucks. Netherlands was one on the top of my list for places to visit in Europe. Is Bob and Earl here? No, I don't see any squirrels here. There's barely any wildlife up here. I don't think the High Line allows them to be up here. When are you going to stream in Nantucket, says Ron. Nantucket would actually be a really interesting place because it has some very important history to the U.S., very important history to New York because R.H. Macy, who started Macy's, actually is from Nantucket. So there's a lot of cool stuff from Nantucket. But it's not on my top of the list yet. Maybe one day. Joanne says, with great adventure comes great curiosity. Indeed it does. I'd go nuts if I couldn't get out of the city every 2 weeks, says Johnny. Yeah, I mean, not everyone's built the same. If you could repurpose any version of New York, what would it be, says Espody? That's a great question. I would carve subways more throughout the city. I would make subway systems that would connect uptown Manhattan through the Bronx, down to Queens, through Brooklyn, and then a tunnel through Staten Island. So I would make a trans-borough subway, a circular subway line, similar to what you see in Japan, Paris, London has one, I think. There's a few cities that have these circular subway lines. And basically, it's a great way to connect the outskirts of the city all together. Another thing I would do is I would urbanize even further parts of Queens and parts of southern Brooklyn. I would urbanize them even further. I would let Staten Island, I would build another tunnel connecting downtown Manhattan to Staten Island and then Brooklyn to Staten Island subway trains. And there you can have more connection to Staten Island. And I will allow multi-family housing and larger developments to happen in parts of Staten Island, especially right by the St. George's area. So it could really start developing and there could actually be more people living there. And then the other thing is I would make a ferry system that would connect northern Long Island, Great Neck, all throughout northern Queens into New York City. There's already talks to do that in northern Queens, connecting all the way to Bay Terrace area of Queens. But there has been talks of extending it into Long Island as well. So I would do a lot of stuff. I'm going to New York City in 2 weeks. Not a single thing will stop me. That's good. That's good, Kay. I like your determination. Hell yes. Okay, everyone. I will depart from you over here. This is here, the High Line, 23rd Street. Thank you so much for tuning in. Berlin also has a ring train line. Oh, thank you so much for letting us know. You can only send me so many postcards from New York if you don't travel, says Wendy. How could they prevent pigeons from going on the High Line? That I don't know. That's a good question. Some places enlist the help of hawks, which is what the Empire State Building does, for example. Do you think Manhattan will ever be car free? I hope so. I think Manhattan. I hope to see a car limited Manhattan, similar to Florence, similar to many historic European cities. Axie says, are you going to Emmett Otter's Christmas at the new Victoria Theater? Ooh, what is that? I've not heard of that yet. Have you streamed in Boston before? Yeah, I have an entire series of Boston videos. Just go search Urbanist Boston. And you're going to have to do a lot of digging. Be very busy next year, says Susie. Staten Island has no interest in connecting to the outer boroughs, says Jay. Well, they got to do it whether they like it or not, because they are one of the boroughs. Either that, they join New Jersey. So that's an interesting question. Staten Island can join New Jersey, but if they were going to be a fifth borough, we got to connect them finally. Everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. I will be back in about 40-50 minutes at Shake Shack to review the Black Truffle Burger. Let's see if the Black Truffle Burger and the Black Truffle Fries are actually worth it from Shake Shack, which is a seasonal thing. So stay tuned, everyone, in a little bit. Thank you so much for tuning in. Keep being awesome and always keep on exploring. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.